talked about him hiding down there in a bunker when black people and white people were out there tearing shit up over the George Floyd thing. What I feel like they want, he wasn't moving in that presidency like he is. Because we're really not the target now, because white people are so incensed about everything. Sort of the menu, but I'm just saying that say that around Shutterbill, whatever the fuck his name is, they want you to fuck up with it. And I'm saying that now, and again, I apologize. I'm 57 years old. When I was 37, I wouldn't be having this conversation. I would just be either dead or in jail. I'm just saying, so I get where y'all coming from. Just with me, just sort of having some more perspective, I just feel like we got to take this word, the power away, because it's going to get us fucked up, ultimately. But I land on that. If it didn't make sense, my bad.
So, what do you mean we got to, sorry. I got the video real quick. I think it's like the one I posted in the chat, so people can understand what he says. Here we go.
They chipping out. He chipping out. He said, "What's the issue?" Because I looked at him. Chipping out. He chipping out. Put that phone down. Put that phone down. You don't like looking ugly? Put that phone down, bitch ass boy. Shut up, nigger. Come on, come do something. Come do something. Put that phone down. Oh, you got flowers. Yeah. Walk up. All right. Let's walk up. Yeah, all right. They chipping out. They chipping out. Dumbass niggers. Yeah. Turn your fucking music down and don't park in the fire lane no more. That's what we're talking about. Don't park in the fire lane no more. Dumbass nigger. Look.
Okay. So, kind of get an idea of what this guy, and he go around doing that all over the place.
So let me ask you a question. And I want to let Bonnie get back on whoever that was. Let me just ask a question.
Can I get in at some point in time?
Oh, my bad. This one. So we know what nigger means in this country. White people know what it means, because people, when they come on stage, somebody tried to get back Kool-Aid the other day, but he wouldn't say it. That guy that wanted to come on here, he wanted to say the word nigger. Everybody knows the most taboo word in the world, and in America, and what it's meant to do. So if somebody is saying that, somebody's saying step to me, and you say that he's walking around, he's carrying or whatever, I don't know if they got stay your ground law. Do you know that what people try to do? They think he can fight off all these niggas? No, he's gonna take his gun out and start firing. He's gonna take his gun out and start blasting. He wants people to step to him so he can use his shit.
Yeah, I think this shit's a skit, bro. I think there's no motherfucking way the shit that white boy is doing, that these niggas are just sitting over here laughing. So many videos they laughing around this motherfucker, yo.
No, it's true, but those people think like Michael.
No, he got a gun. No. Asian, he got a gun on him.
Yeah, I hear he got a gun, but what, you think no one on this, does the rain of people don't have guns on the niggas?
Nah, there's a dude that had a gun that stepped on, and he was like, "What you want to do? We could draw like the Wild Wild West, right?" And his homeboy came and said, "No, it's not even worth it." So it's just one of those things.
Play that out.
Yeah.
Play that out. A gunfight in the streets over a nigga. Who you think is gonna be? Who you think gonna get got over that?
I feel
What community you think they gonna send people over?
I'm not saying to lose your shit. I'm not saying it's no one should lose their shit, but I just don't believe this fucking white boy is really doing it like that. And like, you know what I'm saying? This shit all the time.
Because he's scared of white boys. Let's just keep it a hundred. And it's the sentiment that Michael is talking about, because niggas will pull a gun out on another nigga. Soon as it's a white boy in your face calling you a nigga, now it's, we gotta use restraint. And we gotta be smart about this, because you don't want to end up in jail or dead. Niggas end up in jail.
Let her finish.
Niggas end up in jail or dead for less when it comes to other niggas. So while I agree you gotta do something with this word and stop that shit from happening, I'm sorry. Kills it. And I wrote stuff on your books. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Hold on for a second. So nobody bought it. Nobody scared about it. That's not what it is.
Yeah, niggas are scared.
Listen, hold on. Listen. That's not where it's coming from. Now,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what you said.
Oh,
so it's no need to respond. I said that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I just want to make it clear that I'm saying that That's not what I'm saying. So you saying what you saying and niggas are scared. I'm saying what I'm saying and talking from the first. I'm not saying it from a standpoint of a fearful place. So we can just agree to disagree on that. And we can just stand our ground. Did you say scared of white people? Did you say scared of white people?
Correct. You're scared to go
Right.
to jail.
No. Let me finish. God, man. I'm scared of what I've seen happen to our community. You know, like stuff.
Talking about
You know, like move. I'm just saying for my community though. I'm fearful for our community, what it means because they lie on us. So brother kill or beat down a white man for saying nigga. Next thing you know, ICE is in whatever neighborhood that is. Like the shit they did in Chicago. Motherfuckers weren't doing shit in Chicago. They kicking in doors. Yeah, whatever. You good about it because we're not. This be a nice conversation. We're sitting around in like a room and shit. It's hard conversation to have, but I'm just going. I agree with what you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Us not doing nothing. It's not going. It's going. Or doing something is not going like miraculously change anything. If the niggas want to invade or ICE or whoever want to invade a black neighborhood, they gonna do it. They already all in black neighborhoods.
I know Lisa wanted to get in before. I want to go after Lisa. But Lisa, did you want to get in real quick? What you just heard?
No, go ahead.
I will say this. Let's. I don't wish death on many people, but going around purposely trying to antagonize black people, knowing what you're doing, trigger us, knowing how much that word means to us, it's easy to me because
That word don't mean shit to you. Thank you.
what?
You probably saying that all day.
Wait.
Stop. No. We're not
I
going to
need you to
do
listen to me
this.
for a
We're
second.
not
Give me a
going to
second.
do this.
Can you give me a
You
second?
all, now you want to come on here. This is what gets me about us.
Can I get 10 seconds? 10 seconds. I would say we just heard a video where we heard R-E-R, chimp out. I'm not talking about like, okay, you got it. This is
No,
crazy.
you go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I don't see why the word is not offensive.
Omar, I'm sorry. Let me give context. When you just one thing, they said it first. If you listen, we saying it more than white people saying it. So they call him a nigga. They said nigga. I heard nigga twice before.
Because he started recording after he starts with come on y'all. Come on.
No,
He starts recording after he tries to trigger.
I'm with you, Michael, because this here, you want to try to act brand new and surprised and all offended. You do it all day. Like I said,
don't see white people going around calling me a nigga. What's going on? Like, do you see white people?
That's yours. Yes, I do.
When's the last time a white person called you a nigga?
Yes, I do. Not to me, but let me tell you what happened. I said it the other day. If you guys please don't try to make this like we're brand new in here. I walked up to the school and I'm like, hey, and I'm seeing a bunch of people who are non-melanated with some melanated kids of all varieties, and the non-melanated was like, nigga, what's up? Nigga, give it to, and no one is flinching. So when I walked up, I said, who are you talking to? And they're looking at me like, what the fuck? I said, you know what? You're going to sit up here, and when I pulled mine away, because those are not mine, but I said it loud enough for those to hear. I said, don't you ever sit up here and allow, you say something, you don't have to, like, you can't stop nobody from doing something, but you going to say something like, no, nigga, you don't call me no nigga, or something. But it happens in a social setting and call you a nigga.
Oh, listen, it's real bad with the cousins, and I'm disgusted. Like, cause I have to stop coming around them so much because it's more so the boys who don't see an issue with it. Like, they're like, oh no, that's my friend. I'm like, I don't give a damn. That's what's going on.
A lot of men call each other like for fun too, and play around and call each other bitches.
No, I don't.
But a lot of women do.
Okay,
so
well, they do. Okay,
since
so they do.
Since you have the woman chromosomes, I'm going to go ahead and call you a woman as well. And y'all be okay with, oh, what's up, bitch? Blah, blah, bitch. And so, and none of my
And y'all okay with the stuff to get your dick out each other's booties. and suck my dick and let go of my dick. It happened just, it was early in the
So is it okay? So what if someone, so someone,
So what are we saying here?
so because black people are able to say nigga, doesn't mean
Here we go.
doesn't mean that it's okay for white people to say the nigga either.
I
And
didn't say
also, damn sure he can call me a nigger with the hard ER.
Oh my God. Doesn't matter. Nigga versus nigger.
Yes, it matters. What?
It's all the same to me. It's all the same to me because if you come up to me, I don't know how you guys move, and I know everybody moves strange, but if somebody come up to me and call me an NGGA or NER, they're gonna have a problem. I'm not the person.
Yeah, but the correction.
You're gonna get slapped.
Yeah, but the veracity of the correction may be different. Like if I understand that you think it's okay to say NIGGA because of maybe how you grew up or whatever, you're gonna get the pushback. Hey, it ain't, when we're not doing that over here or whatever. Versus, there's absolutely a difference in that.
And they should have dealt with that. That's what I'm saying. They decided they not.
What did you whip his ass, or do you he got a
Did
gun?
he whip their ass?
He literally should. They say he got a gun. He got a blinky on him. So what do you do?
Okay, so the blinky is.
Because if you try to.
I didn't hear any verbal pushback.
No, he has the white boy has the gun because he knows he is purposely
Right.
taunting these black boys, and he knows that 9 out of 10, if he did not have that weapon, they was going to react with violence towards him. And they started to, and it wasn't until like the other friend in the video, if I'm not mistaken, was like, hey, he has a gun in his waistband. And they like the black boys kind of like calm down.
So what's the best way to handle that, resolve that?
You do. I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how. This is what you do. You get the drag, wait, and then you don't bring your car, you don't bring your phone with you, and you just go and you just do your thing, and then you walk away. That's what you do.
Yeah, a nigga like that gotta die. He gotta go. I mean, that's the only way to stop him.
So
He's gonna keep doing it, and he's been doing it. So
it's funny. So mine is the Lord have mercy. It's like damn, getting old is funny as fuck. It just when years ago I would have sounded just like Marvin or whatever. Being where I'm at in my life now, all I'm saying is the shit is a word. So if somebody comes up and hits you in your face, somebody breaking your house, somebody spits on you, somebody physically assaults you, your family members, anything, do what you got to do. But this word or whatever that we give away, I hear people on this stage, black people, like say black people, white people in the same spaces together, and I hear nigga. It's like we literally have given this word has too much power over us. And in this case, I'm glad that they didn't do something, because them young boys would have got killed. Again, if Tennessee is a stay your ground law like Florida, he's saying this shit because he wants somebody to step to him so he can pull his gun and shoot somebody. So I told him to get you, Bonnie, because like I say, I can like regale you with tales from when I was younger, but I totally feel you. I'm almost 60 now, so I'm just seeing shit
I don't
different.
think it's necessarily the word nigga itself. It's him doing this thing to try and taunt and terrorize black folks, right? So even if it wasn't nigga, right? If it's him going around saying bitch to every woman he meets, starting shit with women just to say, call them a bitch and disrespect them, right? It's not the word itself. It's him and his intentions to try and terrorize people. That's what
And I agree.
I don't care what the word is. It could be, if you're using the word to be intentional, disrespectful, and terrorizing, I think you should be out of here.
So fine, but I agree with that. I get what you're saying. The thing is, let's play it out though. If he can't fight because he got a gun, and he's around there trying to fuck with people, so like if he didn't have a gun, they beat his ass, beat him to a pulp. Who the hell or behind them.
I would hope nobody goes to jail and get some good lawyers. And this is why
It's
black
America.
people
It's America. Let's be honest.
let me just say, this is what I think black people gotta do. When things like that, this is when we should be having our GoFundMes, like the white folks do, and run their bags up so they can get the good lawyers and get off. That's what I think needs to happen. But this whole, just a little world.
Zimmerman's still walking around here.
Getting put in jail when people are literally doing this to cause harm to people. That shit is crazy.
I got it.
We always gotta take the high route. Like, oh,
No, we don't.
we go high. No, bitch, I'm going to hell right along with you. And if I'm going to go to hell or jail because of what I decided to do, I'm fine with that. That's how
This is not Nigeria, and we are 13% of the population, and we've seen in history of this country, and even now, when the shit happened with Charlie Kirk, a young man got lynched in Mississippi, had I think 2 broken legs and a broken arm, and they called it suicide, and nobody investigated that shit. That shit literally happened in 2025. I'm just saying that this country, it doesn't behoove us to let that word cause, again, if we play it out, they beat his ass, like beat him to a curb stomp and knock his teeth out, beat the shit out of that motherfucker or whatever, split him, had him leaking, or if they shot him and killed him, they gonna come to the community. So I'm just saying, it's like, so then our kids, babies or whatever, like old women, like.
What do you mean they gonna come to the community? Can you explain it? What does that mean?
ICE, Patriot Front, the Klan, we have it in our history. We can see what happened when this shit jumped off.
2026. We don't fucking plan up.
What's going on?
Let me tell you something.
Y'all.
This again sounds like
Okay,
fear.
y'all got it. Y'all got it.
So
Okay,
in March,
okay.
so
I'm old now, so I'm gonna shut up.
So if the black people who've been marching in the last several years all get together and Voltron on this loser, it's a runner's rap for homeboy. It's a runner's rap. They need to run this man out of town. They don't. Okay, let's put the murder thing.
I'm already, hold on, bro. You the nigga who's talking about the Klan ain't coming around. Nigga, you be eating at the fucking table with niggas on the Klan, you don't even know it.
Come on, can we get the conversation about what we're talking about, bro? I don't be eating with people in the Klan.
I'm saying, bro, like, if you keep it a buck, it's like you advocate for niggas to go out there and lose their shit, but you voted for this motherfucker and you on that same team. You still fuck with them. You still have their views. Keep it a buck, bro. That's some dangerous regular shit right there.
I'm saying
Now, if you gonna be out there leading the pack, bro, by all means.
Look,
Okay.
I'm still look. I don't know why you take my vote. Like I'm gonna sit here and allow white people to be disrespectful to black people.
Well, because you allow it every day on fucking Fox News when you play Jesse Waters and them other motherfuckers. That's why. What's the difference?
This is where we start losing the conversation and we go left, man. Like we're literally talking about this white boy right now, and we want to bring it back to Trump.
Trump is a causation of this fucking white boy right now in 2026.
No, it's not.
Trump is what this white boy feels he can walk around and do the shit he's doing.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it very
Okay,
clearly.
now y'all give Trump too much power. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think this white
Niggas been racist way before Trump. Like, what we doing?
I mean, I think everyone can agree that racists have been existing before Trump and will exist after Trump. But he's made it, I mean, think about whether we take him seriously or not. There are some people that do, some don't. But he's at the highest seat in the office. Like, he sets the tone basically kind of for the country. So to say that he's had no influence in making racists and all that stuff, that more normally that they would even at least try to pretend that they're not, but the fact that they can feel so emboldened and proud, I think that's kind of disingenuous to say that he's no influence on that. Because personally, I mean, I don't think that we've seen such an uptick in openly racist and like literally
What's
instigating.
around in a bunch of years?
Honey, I'm not young. Okay.
Okay, so then you
So
know.
therefore, I mean, I'm young as compared to some people, but not. So therefore, yeah, hold on. Bonnet. I wasn't finished speaking. So respectfully, let me finish. So as I said, and that's honestly just, I actually will address what you just said in a moment. That's a horrible example. Again, that was in reaction to a black president. So saying that again, so bringing up the black president and the fact that there was uptick in race, and bringing up this racist as president and saying that there's no uptick in race, kind of makes no sense. Because again, both embolden racists to come out for different reasons.
Right, he put it squarely on the shoulders of Trump, which is what I pushed back. He said it's because of Trump that people are out here doing this. And I'm saying,
Okay, so that's my spell it out. That's my spell it out.
Before a Trump presidency thing even happened. When Obama became president, the whites came out in droves and started coming for niggas. My whole point is, it's not a Trump phenomenon. It's white people when they get upset about whatever it is they want to be upset about. I mean, obviously, Trump has a big-ass platform of being hateful. So, yes, that's the case. But I don't know. That's why I guess I don't get it. Your mama dumb.
I'm gonna say this, and I'll pass the mic around. I believe that this man is racist. Even before Trump, I don't think, like he said, because he's making all this money off a kick, right? So he's going in, he's streaming, and he's getting all these subs. So he's doing it for the money, and similar to like how you see. You have Adrian Broner now on Kick. They making a lot of money. You have other people making money on Kick or Twitch. And that's all. He's making a lot of money, but he's doing it playing in our face. So he's becoming a millionaire playing in our face. That shit can't slide. And that's why I'm like that. It shouldn't have nothing to do. Your vote. I don't know why we even have this conversation about the vote thing, man. Like, I feel like it always goes back to that same conversation. When we're talking about this one cat. He's responsible for himself, bro. Like, you can't baby this man. It's like how we talked about Matt Finney. Oh, it's Matt Finney. It's so-and-so fault. Why I come here and act up. You want me to blame you for him?
I'm not giving the kid a pass. The motherfucker pass, bro. But Michael's trying to de-escalate, saying that brothers shouldn't just fucking lose their shit. Of course, my first reaction would want to be to fucking put a bullet in his head. But would that be wise?
No, it wouldn't be wise because we have family.
But instead of you saying that, it sounds like you advocated to do the same thing.
So you before you came off mic, I literally said one of the things that people could do is march. Like people march in front of people's homes all the time on public grounds. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Hey, ho ho, racist, blah blah, got to go. Like, what I'm saying? There's ways to get this man out of this town and make sure that he understands. Hashtag make racist scared again. You can't let this shit slide. No one say maybe you don't do what we talked about, but what you may need to do is you need to maybe pop out like Kendrick Lamar said and show him off of it.
Let me say something really quick to this point about leadership matters, right? So during the NCs of my life, I remember, Nixon is the first president I remember. I was born in 1968. So I remember Nixon when he was in office and like the Watergate, we lived in PT, blah, blah, blah. Sounds to say that just all the presidents during my lifetime until Donald Trump have done racist shit. Ronald Reagan started his campaign in Philadelphia, Mississippi, where the whole thing with Mississippi burning and like Cheney and the Freedom Riders and Bull Connor, one of the most racist areas, like he did that shit for a purpose. Ronald Reagan had shit when he was the governor of California, Angela Davis. Ronald Reagan was racist. But when it came to things going on in the country, like what's going on now, it wasn't the policy of America. It was still like sort of a veil that we were trying to be like better versions of ourselves. So racists couldn't just come outside. When I was living, I think Reagan was president when the Klan wanted to have a march. I guess reminiscent to their march during the Woodrow Wilson Tennessee. They came up to DC, and it might have been like, I don't know, like 50 or 100. It was some bullshit. There were a bunch of black people out there, and their shit got shut down. Saying all that to say that under Donald Trump, when you released the January 6 people that stormed the Capitol, that took the rebel flag into the Capitol, hadn't been in the Capitol since, I forget what they said, like if it was even in the Capitol during the Civil War, but literally the insurrectionists. So they all get pardoned. So that shows you from a leadership standpoint, if I'm like a racist someplace, racism is okay. You have like this whole thing with Turning Point. And J.D. Vance, I don't know if J.D. Vance or Eric Burke said it, like no longer do you have to be ashamed to be white. This whole thing with PragerU and the slavery stuff, saying, or like now you people coming, everybody was back in the day. Slavery is a part of like the world commerce. Everybody was doing it. All the shit you're hearing, it's saying it's okay. It wasn't so bad. We weren't bad. Nothing to feel guilty about. So it's okay to be racist. Fast forward to this dude on whatever this Chuck, whatever this fucker is. It's okay now because I know if I do this shit, it's not like it's going to get up to the Supreme Court and they're going to be like, okay, we have to put in the policy. It's not like the president is going to like send a National Guard to quell anything if some race shit jumps off. The Supreme Court literally just 6-3 voted to abolish the Voting Rights Act, or just saying that to say that leadership does matter. So Donald Trump and this Stephen Miller and all the racism that we see going on, it does have an effect on people like this Chubb dude to feel better about coming outside. Knowing if I go and I call these dudes nigga, I got my gun, oh yeah, I wish they would rush me because I can't wait to kill a nigga. There's and I'm gonna shut up because I'll start rambling. There's a when you shoot, there's a dummy, a shooting dummy that they were selling. That you got the rubber dummies, like this thing that you can fight or whatever, like you practice your punch and all that shit. This thing, it looks like a black person. I don't know if they took the thing off the market or not, but it was like this one that long ago, maybe a couple years ago. I saw this where it's like it's got like it doesn't have color. It's just the facial features. It's bald headed, but it's a black person, and people like get used to putting bullets in it or whatever. If Tennessee is a stand your ground law, this motherfucker says nigga, and somebody Russian, he shoots the person dead, that's it, or whatever. So that word nigga is gonna get somebody killed. If they kill him, then definitely ICE, well, we gotta go to like wherever they are in Tennessee, we have to send ICE, we gotta send the National Guard in, we gotta close, we gotta like beat down this community. Tulsa, they use bombs and shit. In Tulsa, they bomb kids, they bomb women, they black men, they bomb people with businesses, people that couldn't fight against this shit. They literally use point. Why? They burned us out like bloody summer. All the shit they did to us or whatever. So I'm saying this word, it's just, man, I'm crazy. It's fine, but if you don't get it, I'm gonna shut up. Let my bad go.
So we all agree, come back except for Bonnet, that maybe that we, probably put a bonus because I know we probably beat this topic, but good conversation. What he's doing is definitely, we all agree he's trying to trigger black people. There's a video I just saw right now. He's talking to black men at a gas station, calling them the N-word, chimp. So that's why I don't believe that it's actually staged and stuff like that. So
Are all of these being streamed on Kick?
Yeah, it's all Kick. He got Kick finally banned him. So he had a full permanent suspension finally. It was like a few days ago. It was 3 days, and then they got pushed back and said 3 days, and then they finally did the permanent. And then he was arrested because he maced a black lady over the weekend.
I think the fact that there are people that know that they can make money and get an audience by doing things like this and deliberately inciting hatred and violence and racism. I think as sad as they are, I think it's even sadder about the people that support them. What do you get out of that? Why would you, unless, of course, that's representing yourself, why would you be into watching that shit? I mean, just like I didn't ever watch what's that? That just made no sense to me. It's like, why would you want to watch something so degenerate and just absolutely useless unless, of course, you're like a troglodyte.
Marlene, American whites feel repressed. They feel, and that's why I said earlier that America's a racist country, and we got on that whole tangent about that. These people feel repressed. They feel like the word nigger is taboo. They feel like they can't be racist. Like everything is going against them. Like DEI. Like, oh, like they're taking all the opportunities, and like you can't be mean to black people. I mean, there's a whole thing where they're pent up and they want to run free and just say nigga. They want to treat us, they want to push us back into a time when we were subservient. We have a whole bunch of mediocre white people, because you always hear this thing, because I know you're Canadian, I know you understand some of this, but in America, everybody, for the most part, everybody's parents teach them that you have to do 2, 3, 4 times better than white people just to get the same opportunity that they have. And that's sort of like a thing that we have in this country. Saying all that to say that we have done that, because like those of us, like a lot of us that are on the stage, a lot of us that are college educated, we literally have had to work harder, because literally it's harder. Like the way that your professors look at you, the way people, different microaggression thing you have to go through to get to a level in this country is different. So we've become like super people, like as far as our intelligence, the way that we deal with things, the way that we work through stuff. A lot of us are like on a higher level. There's a bunch of mediocre white people that are looking at these black people that are doing good, that are CEOs, that are doing all this stuff in life, that are business owners, that are whatever, and they're jealous. And so Trump gives them their aggrieved mediocre white people, and he gives them a platform to be like, yeah, like, you know, we can get this shit back, or like black jobs, yeah, like put them back to being made. Like, we're fucking educated, we're like multiple degrees now, for the most part. Like, our women, what, you want to put like a PhD, you want her to be a maid now, whatever, when you're like Billy Bob somewhere in a trailer, and just because like you're white, you didn't take advantage of your whiteness, but us, we had to go through all this program and fight and scratch and claw our way to get to the top of where, and now we're here. And they're just mediocre white people that ain't done shit, and they're jealous. So yeah, they're gonna watch Marlene, because they're aggrieved and they're happy to hear somebody saying nigga. They've been waiting to come out the closet and say this shit, in my opinion.
This one right here can walk around every day, free as a bird, to do this shit. But as soon as a black man step on your shoes, now we got gunfire. Somebody
You got me.
Now
we back together.
But now we're worried about jail or dead because it's a white man using nigga. Nah, I don't think so.
So you got me back together. I always been there. So even like the fact that like, man, I want to say like the vice lords, or whether they want to be vice, but I'm saying like the Crips and the Bloods, whatever. Like social, a lot of these things didn't start the way they finished or whatever. And a lot of this stuff like COINTELPRO, even like in like the whole thing with Fred Hampton in the situation, they did a lot of infiltrating. And I'm saying COINTELPRO is a real thing, but I'm saying it to say that we can't get on the same page. So I always have been like that, a proponent of that. That if black people, we don't need to be killing each other because we got an enemy and we need to consolidate and go against them. So I agree with you that yeah, for the people down here doing like whatever they're doing, if they can like do that, then yeah, then definitely this dude need to get got or whatever. So I agree with you on that.
Oh, well, that's all I just said. They need to get this thing. You need to be gone. Period.
I think I was thinking civilians. I didn't know you were talking about like our black soldiers or whatever. I thought you were talking about like
No, that's why I started off with. I think they must be scared of white men because they don't mind killing each other.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I should talk about you.
with you that the fact that if you're gonna be killing anybody, you need to be like, doing racist white people that are harming the community are trying to like get at us like that. I'm sorry, Ashton. That was that.
And I wonder when this war that Donald Trump has started, when will it become illegal? I thought
Did not start the war. Don't do that, Ashton. That's fucked up. You know who the hell started war, Ashton? Why would the hell you say that shit?
I'm talking about what is going on right now was not declared by Congress. I don't know. I'm just telling you what was not declared. So either you're with it or you're not. I don't know what to tell you. You think it's a good idea for us to be there? Say you, since you shouted out loud like the price is right, come on down.
Hey, I ain't spending no money talking with you right now because you don't know what the fuck you talking about, Ashton.
Why do I not? How old are you? Why do I not like you? I'm not like 18.
What is me being?
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. So, is there any? What was your statement, Ashton? Before I move on, let's give you a chance to flesh out what you said.
Actually asking right now at the moment, should the war be declared illegal by Congress or somebody who has the power? Because on TV today, they said the war should be 61 days or something like that. Aren't we coming up on that, not past it? Surely?
Does somebody on stage want to address that?
I think Donald Trump is being a gentleman by trying to wash his hands with the fuck shit. If no one's taking notice.
Wash his hands with the fuck shit. Explain that.
Donald Trump has gone ahead of Israel, who has been at war with Iran and Hezbollah and any factions of the Muslim ideology that goes against Israel. They've been doing this shit the whole time since. Yay. Do your homework. But America having been taking a very strong position in supporting their big brother, Israel, they did stand with the leadership of Donald Trump and execute in what they just had did, as we all saw on the world stage.
What they just had did on the world stage. I'm lost a little bit.
They crippled Iran and so showcased to the whole world the military capabilities.
Who did that? Hold on, Kwanzaa. Who did that? America?
For what they were willing to show, yeah. They used what they, yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you how it's been perceived in the world, and this you can literally go look this up. They're saying that the predominant superpower in the world, America, they're saying that we're struggling with a mid-power because they closed the Strait of Hormuz. We don't have an organized plan. We've lost $100 million, I think, worth of planes trying to go in and get a pilot. They say maybe trying to get uranium. We're not doing anything that really looks good. So the world is looking at us. She's making us look like we're weaker in the world. It's just like when Russia attacked Ukraine. Russia's still fighting with Ukraine. Russia was like behind us as far as superpower, but they also face, I don't even call Ukraine a mid-power. So I'm just saying, Kwame, that it's not looking like that to the world. And when you said that Donald Trump didn't start the war to Ashton, I was wondering who you believe started the war, if it wasn't Donald Trump.
The fact that us thinking that he started the war is outlandish at best.
Who started it? Hold on, Ashton. Who started it, Kwame?
Bro, this shit was started when Muhammad waged war against Christians. Oh, Come on, let's go on the premise of what these people believe and why let's also address why we don't think that actually holds weight. That's the fucked up part about it. Because we looking at it outside and we don't understand why they're really fighting.
So I do, Kwame. When the Persian Empire did, where all it is now. No, listen, this just real quick. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna make it real quick. I'm just gonna be quick with it. Like, so that region they enjoyed all of that. The Palestinian region, where Israel sits today, they all live in harmony until Eastern Europeans, the people like that were run out by, I think, the Cossacks, with the Ashkenazi Jews, and the people like they came and they settled in that area and they started doing bad shit. And so that's where you get this whole thing with Israel, like around 1947, 1948. So when there's a reason why. To your point about Israel, the region was fine before we started messing around. That's all I was gonna say. I'll sorry about that, Lisa.
No, I'm just saying, because all this, first of all, let's just do what's going on today. Because none of us really care, and it didn't really affect us about back in the days what's happening over there. That's a problem, bro. And wash the windows in your fucking glass house, because this right here, if you do work, if you do have anything in the stock market, if you do have anything invested in this country, this president is burning this shit down. And that's what you should be worried about, showing our military prowess. Like, we need to spend billions and billions of dollars to show a nigga how big our dick is. When our fucking worried and schools are lost and losing, you're just dumb. I mean, I don't let me to call you dumb. I mean, the situation for us is dumb. We got issues about the dude down in another neighborhood living in a mansion falling the fucking apart. Your projects. So concentrate. Concentrate on who's in the midterms. Concentrate yourself and your community all the way up, because Donald Trump is not it. He's not trying to help you. He's not trying to help your mama. He ain't trying to help your kids, and he ain't trying to help your community. And that's what you should be focused on, black man. And worried about what's happening in the desert, because they don't give a fuck about you either. In fact, he will technically
Thank you so much.
he has done financially.
Misa, thank you so much for sharing what you just shared, because as a Haitian man, it does, there's a part of me that knows that the shame comes for supporting Trump. And also, too, I've also had that feeling being a Haitian man who maybe dyed his hair that.
You're Floridian niggas and Haitian niggas. Yeah, you Florida motherfuckers and see if slow ass.
Butter has a floor.
Innocent.
Hey, Butter was trying to give a submission when Quantum interrupted her. Go ahead, Butter.
Yeah,
That's not right, Butters.
Butter, I made a pass for you, Butter. So yours. All yours. Don't worry about it.
thank you. All I'm trying to say is this man's ego is so big that he doesn't care who else he's hurting. Even if it's our own economy, he doesn't care how much money he has to spend. And he's being pretty blatant about it. He will cut here and cut there and everywhere, not thinking about what it's going to cause, what kind of problem what does it take for you to see that? Because we're feeling it already. I don't care what your economic position is, you're feeling it, whether you're a stock investor or you're just trying to get gas to go to work. You're feeling it. And so I don't know what it's going to take for people to wake up to this, but I'm telling you, if we don't stand for something, we're going to fall, and we're going to fall hard. That's what I'm going to say.
Look, wholeheartedly, I agree too. And when you go to the store, whatever it is you're doing, and you look at your bank account, you see how much things have gone up when it shit $280 to get something now, now it's $435 at the grocery store to get those same items, and things go way up. At least I see it because I buy a lot of food. Somebody told me we may have to cut back on food. I said, well, something else would have to go. I'm not cutting back on food. I'll continue to pay the prices because I like to, that's just what it is. I'm sorry, I told somebody I'm sorry. We're not cutting on that. We'll cut on other things, but we don't, I spend within reason. I try to, seriously, it is very expensive to buy food, and everyday costs up for everybody. And when you continue to hurt people's wallets and those kinds of things, they're office. Their lives are not a game. When you continue to put people in harm's way in war, their lives is not a game, right? When you start to deal with things that's everybody's problem.
It's too late to be
I'm sorry.
Asking him to make it short and sweet. I'm getting sleepy.
Man, I haven't been talking to him.
No, you go ahead, sis. I want you to finish out. Go ahead. I want you to, because you're right. You haven't said nothing for hours.
I'm getting packing up stuff. I'm getting ready to move.
Not up to 20,000 foot apartment.
Don't pack. I'm getting something bigger. Hold on, because let me tell you what the lady told me. She said, well, we don't have what you're needing. I said, now, bring that 3-bedroom over here in the same apartment complex. No, and we don't have it. So I'm in jail. So they just moved my ass across town. But white lady over there said, hey, we got something for you. Cool. I'm picking up the phone. Go. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I just want something else. You know what I'm saying, Lisa? And I'm happy.
Congratulations, Ashton, on Level Up. Okay. Well, can you tell me, Ashton, why Pete Hegseth is now taking his wife to work with him now?
Why is that, Lisa?
I'm asking you.
She's tired of him giving Trump fellatio.
Well, that's okay. So what I read here at Pete Hegseth, which is bizarre. I mean, I don't even know. They said that things are looking kind of critical for him at this point, and I'm not feeling that. I don't think it's looking critical for him at all. But let me just get rid of this article. This is from the Independent. It said Pete is now bringing his wife to Pentagon meetings after he ousted top officials. And then it goes on to say he's now bringing his wife to the Pentagon as his inner circle grows tighter, according to a report. The move comes as Hegseth faced an increased criticism and ousted more than 24 Pentagon officials in recent weeks. Now, I didn't know he's been ousting at almost 24 officials in the last
We have multiple governments running within the government.
This is not good. It also says that he is now becoming increasingly isolated within the Pentagon.
And paranoid.
And paranoid. He's expressed fear and paranoia about President Trump firing him. What is going on here?
His wife is assigned as a babysitter.
Well, yeah, she's coming with him, I guess, to help him not having a mental breakdown or get back on the bottle. She might be the one that's telling them that you can't drink, between now and 3 o'clock.
How could how could he not be? You know, Cash they couldn't get in. Cash couldn't get his email, and he thought he was fired. They're all like family.
Yeah, and it said he's filling his inner circle with his brother Phil. Listen to this shit. This is a government. The Trump got all his damn family all in your positions that don't have names, and now
It's the same people that were on that.
Phil.
They're the same ones that were on that signal thread. Same shit. Nothing changed.
And then
Retirement of 24 generals and senior commanders. According to the report, about 60% of those forced out have been black. Amari, you sleep
You
yet?
just got a chaplain. A chaplain. Let me say it again. A black chaplain.
I saw that the other day.
A chaplain.
I didn't
How
know
the fuck is a chaplain affecting war? Hold on, how's he affecting war ethos?
I don't. He's black.
Exactly.
That's what it's affected. Is Amari asleep? No, this is what I'm saying. When you kick out all the Trumpers, I can't make a point.
I'm not done. I know that nigga there. I don't want to hear you. Come on, bro. Go ahead, keep kicking. Where that same finger you fucking voted for Trump with?
Yeah, really.
As the Trump administration, and this is the independent Trump administration, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So why are you, stop kicking the Trumpers out? Why are you rah-rahing for somebody who's literally telling you they don't like you?
I mean, kicking the Trumpers out, they last for about an hour. From 6 to 7.
Yeah, if you have Trumpers, at least 7 o'clock, at least have them take their fucking medication.
The
Like, what?
funniest stuff I've heard, Amari, we're just gonna have to have, maybe we'll have Trump, MAGA Tuesday and MAGA Friday, because I don't know, this right here is just gold, and talking to you guys is like talking to this goddamn choir.
Yeah, but at least get some Trumpers who I think that fucking speak about the issue.
Y'all didn't have one intelligent Trumper on.
Exactly. You got fucking mental ill.
What's an intelligent Trumper, though? Give me an example of an intelligent, one intelligent Trumper. No, we're not going to do replays anymore. This is our last night because of some foolish...
No, but listen to these replays. I want you to listen to it. The whole beginning of the room sounded dumb as shit.
Yeah, like,
So recommend some intelligent Trumpers.
The ones that's intelligent won't even, they're not even.
we're better off role playing. Hey, we're better off role playing and somebody being a fucking MAGA for the night. Right?
It has nothing to do with fighting this room. They're just not gonna, they're really not.
Come on, Quantum is talking about Muhammad, like Muhammad.
Huh?
Yo, you didn't hear that part, did you?
What?
That's not many intelligent Trumpers.
Yeah, Quantum, you didn't hear him? The whole thing started because of Muhammad, Trump didn't start the war. Muhammad started the war. Like, well, how do you respond to that?
He was talking about back in the old days. Come on,
So I was
Wait, you don't back in the good old days.
You didn't even tell me. You had one guy sitting on stage doing a whole fucking monologue about loving racism and where it doesn't exist, and then went all the way back to Brooklyn. You know, did nobody give a I just sat there and listened, and that shit was long as
And
fuck.
see,
You know,
and that's what
I put in the chat, if you go all the way to the top, where somebody said, how many times are you gonna say this? He had 5 times. 4 I said, yo, I'm taking them back. Whoever gets the fucking right number, I'll give you a heart.
Maybe we should have some classes on how to moderate, because I wouldn't have tolerated that. I mean, just
Lisa, when they would drop somebody, you kept telling them to bring them up.
No, I didn't keep telling you to bring anybody up. I was trying to shop my food.
Okay,
And because I was listening to guys, I didn't even have dinner. Because I never, okay, stop it. I'm going to listen to the replays. Y'all always trying to claim me dirty. I want
No,
to
you did say bring, just like when they kept dropping
No, I said
you kept bring them back up.
Cass. It was Cass. I didn't tell you to bring nobody up but Cass. Because he's in my fucking, I'm trying to, listen, that's what I don't like, me about being consistent and open up in rooms. When I am doing something that I want to do, like finding food and driving, I can't properly run the 420. I just can't. So I'm coming in and out. I don't know who you guys think I am. I am a woman. I am a young woman trying to do my thing, and I cannot be doing all this double juggling. That's why you guys are saying, what the hell am I doing? Cass is in my back channel blowing me up. He's worse than Infinity with the back shit, and I don't even read that. But it keeps coming across my screen and blocking everything else.
How many times on normal has messaged me? You know how many messages I got in my inbox right now that still have dots on it?
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know what they say. Because the first couple of times that you messaged me with some crazy shit, after that, I don't care. I don't care. Anybody that's in the group, I know y'all probably never got a message back from me. You know why? Because all people do is complain. So I do not answer messages. Period.
My blacklist is getting longer. So long. It's like page 7. Okay, so that's what I was doing because he was just. I can't even see my list that I was doing, the stuff that even my GPS. He was blocking out ways with this pop up with the Marlene, this and that. I was interrupted. See, they drop. I ain't got time for all that shit. I still didn't find the time. Fucking chilly. Okay, so yeah, this is the thing that's going on. I just want to reiterate with these dudes, 60% of those forced out of the military been black or female. It just, I'm surprised because I'm surprised. I didn't know that. So let me go here and see what else they're talking about. I'm trying to look at the breaking news so we get a chance to even talk about. Let me go on mute while I get all these things together, these clips together.
Lisa, we're in trouble because we
No, you should listen to it. You'd be like, oh my God. And I do think that they were trying to let them speak. That's why it wasn't so much of them not moderating because they were having a back and forth. But it's just so, God. I just listened. I didn't want to intervene because I think Keisha was going back and forth with him. Michael was going back and forth with him.
I just heard Cass. That's all I heard. The entire.
No, this was before Cass.
Oh, okay.
This was the back and forth between, and then Omari was going back and forth with who said
It's so unfortunate that those folks are finding themselves in those situations. Mind you, no commercial ship are willing to take that chance. So what they did, they actually sent two naval sort of vessels on their own just to go through that area to see what the reaction would be. And it's IRGC basically hit them. Well, they didn't really want to hit them. They warned them, and then on the side, just to show them that they are willing to go down all the way.
Just update me stuff. So what happened was yesterday for me. Iran did hit the so-called these Iranian hospitals. So basically, this is basically wash away over Trump trying to guide these ships out of the Gulf. What was interesting is, I believe what Iran did say was, if this aggression continues from Trump, they're going to attack the UAE. So the UAE was actually attacked by Iran. One of their oil facilities in, I think it was Fujairah, was attacked. As a response to.
And that's a very important pipeline, oil distribution, because that was like a workaround from UAE. Instead of going through straight, they had a pipeline going straight away to Fujairah, which is in the other part of Hormuz Strait. So they were bypassing that.
By the U.S., they're going to respond by attacking this facility in the UAE. And of course, Trump is and they did attack those hospitals, the Strait of Hormuz. And I mean, Iran responded. So I don't see this coming to an end.
But the funny thing is, like, Trump kind of undermined the whole situation and pretend that nothing is actually happening. Mind you, it wasn't a direct, apart from hitting that.
So, went up, by the way, because of it. Right.
I was just reading. So, breaking news though. I guess I hope it's breaking. Well, it was today, but I don't know if anyone has talked about it. So there was a massive arrest made. Well, arrest in connected to Trump Jan 6. Did you guys talk about this today?
I haven't heard of that.
This sounds crazy. isn't just the scale, it's who some of these people are and what they are saying about a bigger problem. Among those arrested, Craig Long, a self-described MAGA influencer with more than 500,000 followers, someone who built a platform. He is an influencer. He moves in big circles, even with the president. And he's not the only one raising eyebrows. Another man highlighted by investigators in the same on the U.S. Capitol. He was arrested January the 6th at the Capitol riot. He entered the building illegally. He pushed against the battered police officers trying to get in the rotunda. He was sentenced to 6 months in prison, 3 months home detention, and then 2 years. Huge human trafficking ring. What's going on here? And one of them is good friends with your president. So it's not those administration can't get in. Let's see. Yep. So that's breaking news. It says that when the people already involved in political violence show up again in serious criminal cases, it suggests it's something deeper than a coincidence. I wonder what they try in the heel. Let's see what else. Gas prices raised 30 cents in the past week. I know I paid $75 for 12 gallons. So I don't know what anybody else is experiencing right now. But $75 for 12 gallons of 87.
Unfortunately, it might get worse. I think I saw some projections that gas may hit $7 a gallon.
I will not be driving if it's $7 a gallon. I literally that's my breaking point. You know what I'm saying? I at that point will have to say I can't afford to drive for $7 a gallon. I know. But then Bassett is saying, okay, here's an article from Bassett in the same paper, The Hill. Bassett is saying that help is on the way on gas prices. I don't know what he means by that. He says help is on the way. The way to think about it is the market, because of the conflict around the strait, is in deficit about 10 million barrels a day, between 8 million and 10 million barrels a day right now. So every crude carrier that goes through the strait, well, why is that help on the way? I don't know what he's talking about right now. That's not help. Let me go down and see, because this is a very indeed. Let me go and get the clip, because I don't want to read it. I'd rather you guys have somebody else read it. So let me see if I can go and get a clip on how Bassett is telling us help is on the way.
We don't have enough carry to move those ships to the Strait of Hormuz. That's There's like 200 ships a day going through the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know who the hell is working that type of ship.
And that's a fact. And that's a fact. It is. That's the normal passages when it was open normally before we got involved was hundreds of ships a day. Okay, let me see if I can find that.
Now let's just say that we were able to export these ships, which were not to what Patty said. Warfare, wherever, if they keep vital, oil infrastructure within the Middle East, it's not gonna do any good. This is just gonna cause more. I don't know how this is gonna help with prices. So,
they're clearly lying a lot of times, and like y'all said, there's not enough ships to actually do it. So, but them saying it, as anybody like, I don't play the market, so I'm just wondering if anybody's looked at that.
to your point, Michael, I do see what you're saying because Trump makes claims and then people react. I mean, I didn't see what happened today after he made that claim, but we see this happen. This is like, but I also think this may have to also do with the fact that midterms are coming up. The 60 days are over. There could be a lot of different incentives for him saying what he's saying, which we know. I don't know. It's impossible. And also for the U.S. for Trump to continuously block the ports of Iran. I mean, that's not really having this in good faith, right? If you really want this to end, you will at least do something in good faith and have them respond. But that's what happened.
Hey, Nisa, I got a clip that explains the Project Freedom Jumpstart escort ships if you want me to play that.
Yes.
Well, we're going to break this all down for you now with Country First Catherine Gorgeous Tony. First of all, Catherine, what exactly do we know about this American mission? That's the information we have. What we don't know is how these elements will be deployed, where will they be deployed, how will they be used. The other uncertainty is what exactly the United States means by guiding ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Some U.S. officials are now explaining off the record that this is not exactly an escort of ships, but helping those ships get out of the strait. What does that mean? Is the United States simply going actually need help? According to the Joint Maritime Information Center, the U.S. has supposedly set up what it has called an enhanced security area that is south of what they call usual shipping routes, meaning between Iran and Oman. There is a shipping route that boats usually took before this war started, and they're saying that now those should be the security area is a little bit further south, meaning closer to the coast of Oman, and that therefore ships should coordinate with Oman in order to get through the Strait of Hormuz. But right now, we have no indication that any ships have tried to make that move.
So given all of this, and given the context, could this really lead to a partial opening at least of the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, look, just like in previous instances of Donald Trump saying that he is about to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, this announcement doesn't seem to be coordinated with the Iranians and doesn't seem to take into account the fact that the Iranians control, in parts at least, the Strait of Hormuz and are still a force to be reckoned with in that area. Iran, as you mentioned, has warned that they would see this any foreign military intervention in the Strait of Hormuz would be dealt with and would be targeted, especially, they said, that is the U.S. military. There's also a question about what the engagement are for the U.S. military for those aircraft, those destroyers. If a ship is attacked, will they retaliate or will they simply try to protect the ship? That's unclear, and that leads us to the main question every time we talk about whether or not the Strait of Hormuz will be reopened is how confident are the ships that they want to actually take that route? Do they get enough assurances that they are willing to take the risk to try and make it through the Strait of Hormuz? So far, some of the shipping companies have said, look, we're not willing yet to try and attempt this journey. And in the meantime, you still have hundreds of ships and about 20,000 seafarers that are stuck in the Gulf waiting for the United States and the Iranians to sort of figure things out and reopen the strait.
Captain, and thanks for that. Thanks for Captain Gorgistani.
Yeah, I was going to what I was talking about earlier is, I think I heard that somewhere else. Oh, he's gone. Some people are viewing it rather than a humanitarian mission as an excuse to provoke the Iranians to attack our ships, which is kind of interesting.
But then why do they need to have them provoke them when they just gonna bomb them anyway? I mean, do we now need a reason to bomb them, or what are we saying?
It's an argument that I heard. It almost sounds a little conspiracy theory-ish, but I suppose it's possible, like to, provoke them into attacking us to start the clock again. I don't know.
I mean, Donald Trump and humanitarian, I just don't see things said in the same sentence and believe it. I think there is like some sort of ulterior motive for even suggesting it, assuming that it can even be done.
Yeah, the actual mission itself seems unlikely because I'm not sure I wouldn't be willing to try that. See.
There's a picture of gas already at, I don't know where, Supreme gas is already $7.19 somewhere as of 46 minutes ago, but when regular unleaded, well, it's not far behind. I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, the big one is diesel, because diesel's required to transport everything we buy. And so the diesel price is the one that's going to kill us if it gets bad.
Well, the prices are already up. I don't know. When I went to the store, maybe I was making it seem like everything was higher. I was walking around Whole Foods going, when did this get to be that much? I was literally starting to look at stuff very deeply. And I was like, when did this become that price? Did I pay that last time? It's just ridiculous pricing out there, you guys. I'm like, wow. I don't know how much longer this. Well, he has a 67. Last time I heard, I think it was Saturday on Alex Witt show. She was putting up the Trump's disapproval numbers, and they're extremely high. So I don't know how long the American people are going to put up with this so-called war and all this other crazy stuff that's going. And then what are they going to do about it? Is it going to be the midterms that's going to turn all this around? What is going to happen with that high of a disapproval rate? Your prices are going up. You're going to have your diehard crazies, but everybody else who's mentally intact, how much longer are they going to let this shit continue? Because he has 3 more years, and this could go on for as long as he's there.
He's going to be a lame duck after the midterms. It's just a matter of what happens between now and then.
Yeah, I agree with Ed. I don't believe this because I don't think it was 3 more years. You got like until the midterm, and then that's if things play out like it's supposed to be, it's gonna be done after that.
I hope so, y'all. Don't be building me up for a serious plunge here, because I'm sitting up here waiting for the midterms, literally just waiting like I'm going on like Christmas.
Well, I mean, because I'm not completely I don't completely understand or have kept up with the current changes that happened into your voting laws. Will that affect your midterms at all? Or was that why there's been such concern?
Are you talking about Vienna?
I thought it was something that happened in general regards. I think your Supreme Court basically said it's okay to gerrymander, and then I believe Mohammadi was trying to talk about it earlier today, and then how things went.
Then shit happened, yeah.
So what I was gonna say. So here's the thing, and I've been saying this, and again, it's just my opinion, right? So he is so unpopular. Like, he's historically unpopular. The whole thing is done with the war. They talked about the numbers on war, so down just as hopes in American people, all this unilateral stuff. The Epstein files, where his approval ratings have just been the toilet. The fact that like the farmers are hurting. We hear these people like gas prices, groceries, people losing their food benefits, and they're talking about a lot of stuff that's going to hit after November. Saying all that to say that I don't think that there's any way that he has enough support. I don't think there's any maps they can draw to like maybe to try to keep their seats, maybe, but I think that people are voting voting Democrat just because like Trump is basically on the ballot. People hate Trump or dislike what's going on so much that they're voting Democrat. Margaret Taylor Greene lives in an area like I live in Georgia, in North Georgia, where like her territory it is a racist, like one of the most racist, hardcore racist areas. A black man literally almost won in that a black Democrat literally almost won Margaret Taylor Greene's seat, which is just crazy. Saying all that to say that people really dislike Trump. So I'm just saying that to say that they are going to try to redraw. I think the Alabama governor talked about Trump redraw and stuff. I just think that they're not going to be able to do it, basically, because Trump is so popular.
And not in control like they think they are dictating that situation out there in the Persian Gulf. Iran has made more money in 2 months than in 2 months it made more money than a whole year supposedly, dictating that situation, right? So it's not up to America how long it's gonna. America right now is in a position where they gotta invade, and if they invade, they're gonna lose a lot of casualties. But Iran is not giving that up, and America's understanding this now. So as long as they, and American people are gonna understand, Trump is selling. He's selling you a story like he's so much in control. And I mean, I don't know, man. There's a saying, scriptures, it tells you that the liars for a moment of time, but the truth is forever. I think eventually, the truth is going to just be told.
really what's going on. But America's not in control like people think. Hey, Elder, it's funny. I think because of like social media, even if you listen to these rooms, I think that a lot of people don't think that we're in control. I think there's like his base or the sycophants or the people that are ignorant. And when I mean ignorant, just saying that maybe they don't critical think, maybe they don't have the comprehension of the reading skills or like that. But anybody that watches and looks at anything really not in control. I do feel like that there are a lot more people know what's that we're not controlling this, and the world definitely can see that we're not in it. I think we're in a good place from that thing. But the denial is like the worst. There's a lot of people that's still in denial. They just still in denial that America is just, we are in control. We just dominate the force, and they don't realize what's happening. They don't realize what's happening in the world now. It's a shit, right? Nothing lasts forever. You build your this, eventually it comes back to you. It's just what it is. Trump definitely, like I said, with the disinfectant and sunlight, Trump has definitely shone a light on just a lot of the stuff that we were doing in the background. Trump has brought that to the forefront, just exposed a lot of stuff. He's really damaged just America's standing on the world stage. So whoever's going to be president after this is going to have a lot of cleanup to do. I don't know whoever will be able to repair some of the stuff that he's messed up, but it's going to be a big cleanup job for whoever takes over Trump is gone. That's what it is, and the fact that he sold the people on not having war, and that inflation is going to come down. This is what he ran his campaign on, and went total opposite. Boy, I tell you, man. That's why he's losing. That's why he's lost support from like the Tucker Carlsons of the world, Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Alex Jones, Margaret Taylor Greene. A lot of these people that are walking away, a lot of them are talking about he wasn't America's first. Now, like this MAGA thing, they're like MAGA's dead. Now they got these blue hat there for first. So he lied and he broke promises, but he's gonna pay for that. That's why, like, whatever they had planned for the midterm, and if whatever they're trying to do to basically keep people vote, because the people can vote. There's literally, I just don't. Again, I'm just talking from my opinion. In my opinion, there's literally no way if we are allowed to vote and it's free and fair elections, that they can win, that they can maintain seats. It just, I'm hoping that it bears out to be true, but it's just, and I say it just because, like I said before, he's unpopular. So it's not like a lot of people that will ride with him. How he blew Kamala out of the water. He goes on that. There were a lot of people that voted for the Democratic side, and now those people that he lied to said no new war, price gonna come down, all this stuff. America first, drill baby drill. We're gonna start fracking, all of this stuff. We're bringing jobs back. Apple's coming back. We're gonna bring our steel. We're gonna bring the steel industry back. All the stuff he lied about, and it's done. Those people that voted for him under those lies are not gonna vote for him again. And so that's why I just feel like that there's a good chance that it's like I said, it's blue tsunami, but it's like they're gonna get crushed. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop it.
Michael, Samari, did you get a chance to listen to the small business that jump they had at the White House today?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. When you get a chance, violence. When you get a chance, just take a listen to it. So, if Councilman's come up, talk about some of the things that work for them. So,
What do you mean? What they say?
like they had that guy, that pawn. What's that? The pawn shop owner guy, the one at the show that they have out. I'm just basically saying that, of course, the big beautiful bill helped them out and things of that nature. Just the same old shit. The tax breaks, making for taxes.
Laura, did you hear about all the Gen Sixers that have been arrested on
Yeah, they talked about that one guy. Yeah.
No, it's two. This article had two. That's great, but this is not the first time I've heard this. This is more people, okay? The one that he pardoned, all the ones that he pardoned are sex traffickers and all kind of crazy stuff. Then also, I was telling them about how 60% of the people that HESF has gotten rid of are blacks and women.
Are you from the Pentagon or just in the military altogether?
That's a good question. That part I don't know. I have to pull it back up. I don't know if it's only the Pentagon or the military.
They've all stepped down or been voted out. He doesn't really like to vote for black people. He barely did, but MAGA? Not really.
Hey, let me quote y'all a quick stat just to get back on the J6 thing. I just looked it up. It may I didn't do a deep dive and cooperated, but they're saying as of January 26th, 33 pardon J6ers had reoffended in some kind of way. Speaking about this guy that just got caught up on the human trafficking thing. So that's a good bit of people that got pardoned that have been rearrested or reoffended in some manner.
Was that the guy that was friends with Dan Dino and was like a big part of, I can't remember the name, but I think that's him that you're talking about.
Well, that one, he was with Trump at the UFC fight when they were doing the negotiation the weekend of when Trump was at the UFC fight. They had a picture of that guy with Trump and his son.
Did someone say, "Can you hear me"? I heard someone that said that. Am I hearing things?
I heard something too, but I didn't hear what they said. Okay. Please jump in.
Yeah, I found an article about the HEXF thing, or at least 8 articles about the HEXF thing, and they said 60% of the people involved in the military were either black or female.
It's not surprising because he's made it pretty vocal of what he believes he thinks of women and black people in general. I mean, you knew he was going after black people when he decided to go and make this rule about shaving, etc. And I think he's been open about his disdain for women and having any use in the military. So, and none of this should be surprising that HEXF would say this and do this. I mean, didn't he just fire two black men for because he refused to promote them or something like that? I don't think we really spoke about the details of that story, but I think that's kind of my vague understanding of it all. That's correct.
Yeah, and just overall, they want like the whole. So Pete X is a failed Fox host that's unqualified and shouldn't be in there, and he didn't go through the rank. He couldn't even be on the Biden details of the inauguration. Just fucked up. Saying all that they want white people. They just want to be white. If you look at like Trump's meetings, all stuff, it's just they just want a white facing thing. So yeah, with Pete X in the military, definitely you saying? They're just trying to make it all white. So yeah, money.
Remember when Trump first got in office and he removed the references of the Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah, they made him put it back.
I guess Omari was one of those people that were having a problem with that.
Yeah, if you didn't vote for Barack Obama, you might want to sit this one out. Just saying.
But I was a Republican, but you're still MAGA.
Yeah, but you didn't vote for Barack the first black, so you might want to sit this out again.
Not sitting anything out. You're comparing yourself to a black woman, Omari. You're not married to one, but can you compare yourself to your mother at least?
No one said gender.
Everyone here knows that I was an actual Republican. You keep saying that as if it's some sort of new information.
Listen, it's late. It's too late for this.
So Marlene spoke, Michael spoke.
Or something.
You want to respond to me? Like, did we say anything that was a
You said my
lie?
name. You literally just said my name. So yeah, please, it's too late for this.
Well, you're the one that still voted for Donald Trump.
We get
Lisa
that.
said earlier when I was on my
Just like
murder.
everybody know you once was a Republican. Well,
Yes, and I'm still ideologically conservative,
cool.
which you are, by the way.
Don't
No, it's not a good story.
Never.
I know you don't care because you voted for Donald Trump. You don't care about black people. You're barely black yourself.
You didn't vote for the first black president, so
No, I
we're
didn't.
both equal. So,
No, we've never been equal. Not even
So
when
let's
we were
just-
both
let's just-
embryos
together.
and little fetuses. Oh, bitch, please.
No, we're not even.
You still voted for Donald Trump, and you still support Donald Trump, Omari.
Straight derailing. What's going on?
No, you started derailing. We're literally speaking about Pete Hegseth,
Anything
who
else
brought up
you're
Barack
saying?
Obama. You're just like Donald Trump.
Okay, cool.
You say that every time as if everyone doesn't know my history. What we don't know is why you still support Donald Trump. So you have more concern for me than Pete Hegseth? Do you have any comment on what we're actually discussing at the moment, Omari?
Well, we've been discussing all night where you have been at. Right now, I don't know. Right now, I'm just listening.
Where you have been at?
You
Are
are.
you serious? Are you trying to sound black right now by using broken ink?
Okay. There you go with the hate thing, with the black hate.
I'm just wondering if you actually care that black people are being removed from this administration.
Why are you being performative for? Are you trying to perform it for someone on the stage? Is this
Are
what
we
you do?
literally not
someone
discussing that Pete
message you?
Hegseth is removing
They
people
take it
from this administration? And notice that Omari is pivoting, guys, because he's still a go.
I don't know if this is like a game, like some folks like to do. I mean, I get it. It's fun. I guess you're trying to be performative at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's just weird.
What's weird is a black man still supporting Donald J. Trump.
What's
After all,
weird is the
what's happening?
performative thing. Like,
But we're not surprised, are we?
It's late. It's
You're
late.
performative at being black, Omari. But you don't really do a good job.
There should be like a light. There should be a way to turn it down a little bit, to dim the lights. There should be a way to dim down the attitude at a certain time. Seriously.
Oh, dim down the attitude? Are you using another black woman trope? Are we surprised at that, anyone? Absolutely.
Now you're gonna do the black woman trope thing. Come on now. It's crazy.
A black woman had an attitude? Oh my goodness.
You guys are
You're not even that original.
You guys have the same conversation every time.
You cannot help yourselves the second you want to
I know
on stage.
exactly where this is going.
I knew exactly. Especially because Omar was picked up early for being a MAGA voter.
Misa, they like our own Thelma and JJ.
Now y'all know I ain't say nothing to this man except what. What?
Okay, so this here, I can't find the one I was really looking for, but I'm just worried that this is on for years. So now, we already know that Trump is now the most unpopular president in the history of presidents. Wait, let me go and find this. Did you guys hear about, I'm not off the subject, but I was going to talk about this anyway. Have you guys heard about the people that will die on the cruise ship of Hunter virus? And I didn't know hantavirus was connected to rat shit and rat pee. So this is a boat that's full of rats. So what else could it be? What else could it be? A cruise ship with rats?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's Manhattan? What is this?
Yeah, there definitely have to be some rats on that ship. It's usually that's like a rat-borne issue.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I looked up hantavirus and it said it comes from rat poo and rat. And then the other 100, they had them leave them in the middle of the ocean until.
Quarantine.
Yes. And this is one of these nice boats that it's like an excursion boat. It's not like no big ass Princess Cruise or whatever. This ship specializes in those unique excursions. Like it was going to Cape Verde. So it's a smaller ship that does really exotic kind of excursions. God will be mad as hell, I'm telling you right now, because there's nowhere you're going to run. You're on a boat that's full of rats with the hantavirus. Somebody going to pay if I get off this boat alive.
And the dead bodies are on board too? That would freak me out.
Right.
This is a cruise ship?
This is a cruise ship.
What company is this?
Okay, hold on. Let me open up the article, because I've been hearing about it all day. And just now, I just ran across the article. Let's see if it'll open up.
It's not a major U.S. one. It's like it's got some weird name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they do special excursions. You know, they have cruise ships that only go to Antarctica and places that big cruise ships can't get through, like certain straits and stuff like that. This is one of those kind, and I would rather be on one of these than a big commercial one. But not now that I know that they got rats and viruses killing me on the ship. No, I want to open up and give up.
Lisa, the earth is flat. We can't go to Antarctica for this.
I feel so sad.
Some of y'all can't go.
I mean, imagine going on vacation and then you die because of some reason like that. That's awful.
That's what I said. Somebody go pay. If I get off that ship, somebody is going to pay. There's another one I want to say.
Yeah, the rest of the people on the ship right now, they're not in the clear.
No. And I wouldn't eat nothing off that boat either. So I'll be sitting there starving myself to death because you know the rats have to eat, so they're probably in the kitchen and whatever. Those are the areas where the rats are reproducing and being vital. So I wouldn't even eat them. All right, here we go. Let me play this for you guys because I know you guys heard this probably in PC, but I'm going to just do it for the people who probably didn't hear it.
There, top of the new hour, the temperature in the Middle East is rising again after the UAE said Iran fired 4 missiles towards it this morning. And moments ago, President Trump speaking to Fox on the situation in the Strait. So we've got breaking news to top the hour for you. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Sandra Smith. Larry Kudlow is in for John Roberts and will join us here shortly. This is America Report. So let's get right to the news. And Trey Dinks, he's got that for us. Trey just spoke with President Trump moments ago. He's live from Tel Aviv for us. Hello, Trey.
Sandra, good afternoon. I spoke with President Trump for 20 minutes about the situation with Iran. He talked about Project Freedom and the U.S. efforts to guide vessels through the Strait of Hormuz, issuing a new warning to the Iranian regime, saying if the Iranians try to target U.S. ships in this area, they will be, quote, blown off the face of the earth. Remember, this was a project implemented by the Americans overnight to assist the hundreds of vessels that are currently in the Persian Gulf. We're talking about more than 20,000 sailors. And the president told Fox he's doing this for humanity. Some of these sailors were running out of food and supplies on these vessels due to the Iranian threats that are ongoing in this area. And again, the president saying that if U.S. ships in the region are targeted, the Iranians will be blown off the face of the earth. Now, I also asked President Trump about the possibility of negotiations with Iran succeeding. He said the Iranians are being far more malleable than they were being in the past, showing flexibility given the U.S. pressure that continues as part of the American blockade of Iranian ports. President Trump called that blockade the greatest military maneuver in history. As it relates to the combat preparations that continue across the region, President Trump understands there are two paths here. The Iranians either make a good faith deal or ultimately combat operations could resume. And President Trump told Fox News that right now they have bases all over the world for American preparations underway. He said they are all stocked with equipment and we can use all of that stuff, and if he needs it, he will use it. But the headline here, Sandra, the president issuing a new warning to the Iranian regime if they do fire on U.S. vessels in the Persian Gulf or near the Strait of Hormuz. And today we can report, according to CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper, there were multiple attempts on American vessels and merchant ships in this region. And Cooper says that there were U.S. efforts to shoot down both missiles and drones in the Persian Gulf as these Iranian efforts to attack vessels in the region continue. Sandra?
All right, so Trey, is it fair to say you got a sense of optimism as this continues from President Trump in that phone call? I'm Katie Porter, and I'm fighting for free college and lower taxes for California families.
Okay, so
This is what running does to your joints after 50 high tea
The piece of shit of life. This piece of shit of life just lied.
So what do you guys think? It's all lies?
Is Trump Mason?
I think that might be his last resort. It's just how we gonna end this reformatory? The best way to end it is just do what he said. You know, he can't just walk away. So if he just blows everything up, you can't even end it like that. I don't know how you're gonna get out of this.
Mama's a fucking liar. He's a liar.
I can't wait.
Like nothing he could believe could come from him. It's fake. Everything's fake.
But he just been threatening these people and threatening these people.
Just much more. Of course, Obama's like, the king. But
then he's going to say that they're malleable after threatening them. Like, does he even understand what these words mean?
No.
I clearly.
Four fucking felonies in the United States. He got 40.
They've been calling his bluff. Like, we started this, and the do you know how long Iran has probably been preparing for this moment?
How much time that he claimed like a whatever, like a man count. That motherfucker's a liar. Like, so you expect liars to be liars.
I mean, in Iran, honestly, this strategy that they're engaging with by attacking our allies and we're not defending our allies, honestly, I didn't see this as coming.
All lies. It's all lies.
Okay, we get it. Thank you. I mean, are we not defending our allies over there?
And they didn't expect this shit to go down this way either.
Obama never have intention,
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck up everything.
Trump has fucked up everything, but we gonna get out of this shit because gas is rising daily. It went up 30 cents. Again, gas has gone up and it's gonna keep going up. And I just don't know for the life of me. I've been trying to figure out shit when he's threatening to just bomb them off the face of the earth. Okay, so that ain't gonna happen. We know that ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna bomb 90 million people off the face of the earth. Then two, can we just walk away now? Can we just say, okay, fuck it? You know what I'm saying? But you can't because he'll lose space. And so you saw that Iran is playing with him. They were thinking that we have the upper hand. None of that true because he gave them, I think, on the week.
Because
This is
asking for
on a respirator.
asking people to have a nuclear weapon, that might just kill all of us, you know?
Who's gonna kill
Yo,
us?
what's wrong with the mad rapper over here, yo? Chill out, B. What's wrong?
Stupidity is gonna kill us. That's what's gonna happen. He went in the hospital, I guess.
Because we have the dumbest president ever in history.
Are you even in America? Are you even in America, Jay Fresh?
Jay Fresh, are you in America? Are you back in America?
Yeah, in America, we're taking L's. We got dumbest president ever in history.
Are you
Motherfuckers think this is fucking social media or something.
Last time he was on that on the continent, so now.
Oh, they said that he has pneumonia?
That's what it is.
Thoughts and break.
Bro, yo.
I wish that both of them, I wish the other Trump having the way I think of it.
You should say blessings for our leaders, you know? Reform is happening.
You just said, so
I wasn't really asking you for. I wasn't trying to be mean, yo.
no, I'm not trying to be mean either. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, you wanna go to the upper room.
Who's a Rudy?
Rudy Giuliani.
Gotcha. Well, maybe he took the COVID vaccine. He should be sure.
I think they make enough money educate African American to business, you know? Which is
Yo, where the fucking globe were you at that you fucked up and high this time of the day, bro? Where you at?
them white motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah, where is Jay Fresh?
I want to die off. So
Sniffing glue over there in South Africa?
Donald Trump, I want to die off. So shit to
Are you
change.
sniffing glue in South Africa?
Lord have mercy. Why does Clubhouse have to be free? Why can't they just do like Netflix or Prime and charge a premium, and then we'd probably get rid of like 80%?
All white motherfuckers, we're tired of them. You know, they've been running.
It's the free people that does it all.
They're making money out of prison, and they're making money out of like all the fucking business bullshit. That don't make sense to us.
I don't even go to free concerts because I know it's
This is the South African man affinity or some shit.
It's
I'm
crazy.
South Sudanese. I know what the fuck, how the game work.
Free cheese, free concerts, free anything, and this is who's going to show up. So I'm just going to send them a nice email. I recommend that you just charge a premium, so then that way you'll get your money, and then we'll get peace on the app. Because they going to buy their alcohol, weed, and drugs.
I just want to free my people. I want to free black people instead of getting stuck in the system.
So that's where we at now in the Middle East. That's where we at. So it's no way to get out of this, y'all. So just, I don't know if you need to go get a skateboard or a scooter or electric bicycle or something, but it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse.
And what American Empire is dying right now.
Oh, God.
They're getting bombed like crazy. But what is Dubai? What is luxury?
And if you buy it from
Without
the
protection.
American Empire, that's not even in America. So how are we getting bombed? The American Empire getting bombed in Dubai. How is that working?
Because Iran had enough.
Give me
The
some
whole
drama
world
about
wants
it.
it.
Iran has had enough. They have surrendering now.
But what? The ignorant.
I don't know.
They will never go back. They understand what's going on. Real is too real. The whole world is watching. Like, the whole fucking American fighting against the world. We're tired of the bullshit. Tired of slavery. We're tired of all the bullshit America, what they did. They're scared now.
I don't know if he's for or against us. I don't know what he's talking about. So somebody can explain this. I'm not sure.
It's just common sense.
No, he didn't use
Russia and China. It's underground.
The irony is common sense.
Chief, do you want to do you want to, in fact, Sun Tzu, did you want to say something or?
I mean, come with your phone and spend in China, right? And China looking out for us. You understand what's going on? China looking out for Russia and Iran. Everything that is different technology. The Americans understood what's going on. They get shocked. They get shocked.
Bro, nobody's shocked. We're shocked that you're so fucking dumb. That bushmeat came to your fucking brain cells.
Now the part about China and Iran, doesn't that make sense though? I think you got something right there though.
I mean, China has to be loving this. We're literally just making ourselves look bad.
It's different. It's a different world. It's not the same world back in the 90s.
And did y'all see that the debt has now exceeded U.S. GDP? Pretty damn frightening. From last year out, but I don't think that the alarm has really been ringing on that. That's not good at all, y'all. That's high.
The world changed. They're scared because the world changed. It's not the same world.
You must really be smoking some good shit.
You shot for that cheap fucking South African glue.
Yeah, years. All this army motherfucker like that.
So this news.
Let them get deported.
I'm sorry, you making my nerves bad. Lisa, goddamn.
This motherfucker go to war, they get killed. They get killed growing. It's a different world.
Oh my God. I thought Sherm was like, they got rid of Sherm. Are people smoking Sherm?
What's the time in his neck?
Lord Jesus. This is what. Did y'all hear about this? As of early 2026, the U.S. national debt has surpassed 100 GDP, with debt held by the public reaching approximately 31.27 trillion against a 31.2 trillion GDP, marking a milestone not seen consistently since World War II. This indicates the nation owes more than it produces annually, raising concerns regarding long-term fiscal sustainability, higher interest costs, and reduced economic growth. So this is really bad. Our government gross national debt is over 120% of our GDP, which is twice the historic average and is the highest since the post-World War II era. This is frightening, y'all. Like, this is bad. Like, Joe Jackson. This is insane.
So you say the government's like
it's not the same. It's like me saying to my kids.
I'm sorry, I can't put him in the drawer.
Could you please stop interrupting? Please, kindly. Thank you.
Yeah, bro, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Bullish. Yeah, so coupled with this, and then also, when a couple of they said that the Social Security Trust Fund was insolvent, but then they tried to clean it up and said, oh, no, that was just one article, there was just one economist. But Social Security is also projected to run out of money. We're running away the migrants who contributed to the Social Security Fund with no expectation of getting the benefits. Plus, we have all of these boomers that are retiring and starting to claim their benefit as opposed to contributing to the system. So millennials, I don't know what percentage of Social Security y'all are even going to get, or even if it's going to be there. So this is just, none of this is good, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I put a link in the chat.
Ya para mana sinyo.
And the debt, think about it, our debt is increasing. It's costing like $3 billion a day just to maintain the U.S. debt. That's not even to pay it down. So it's basically like if you owe $100,000 on a credit card and your income is $99,000, like you're screwed. What you gonna do? But anyway. Remember when we had this discussion at Politically Correct about the debt versus the deficit?
I explain a lot of things different way.
Okay, go ahead, Charles. Go ahead.
Look, what's going on right now is just empire is falling. I love America. I appreciate America, but it's just they're falling. But China, Russia, how do you think they're defeating America to like Iran? Everyone would never. It's just game. It's game. I don't know if you see it. I'm seeing it the right way, huh?
Bullish in the chat says they're gonna print money. I don't know, Bullish. The dollar is already being used. Donald Trump is literally waging war against the rest of the free world. So China has been divesting themselves of our treasuries for a couple of years now. I think, what is it, Japan that holds the most of our debt right now? But look at how consumer debt is the highest it's ever been, which is the credit card debt. And then, so my concern is, like, you have places like Texas that are actually turning away investment. That's not good, because 70% of what you and I do every day is literally what constitutes the GDP. We can't sustain the U.S. economy. Jobs are down. Like, what the fuck? I don't think the dollar value is going down that much. I don't think so, Bullish. No jobs are being created, though. All of the money.
China is the superpower right now. China is.
Yo, Jay Fresh, shut the fuck up, seriously, man. It's not even funny anymore.
I mean, I'm just reading what Bullish is saying in the chat. But I just don't think they talk about this stuff enough. Everybody is looking at the stock market. The stock market is rich ass people sustaining rich ass people. I'm just saying, Bullish. This is not good.
Bullshit. They're losing.
All right, Jay Fresh.
But anyway,
Thank you. Thank you for coming, Jay Fresh.
Just wanted to share that with y'all. I hate to be so doom and gloom all the time, but this article just came out May 3rd. So, just something else to add.
And I don't know why if you don't have stocks, you're even listening. Is what it is. But I don't even listen to that shit because I'm not actively trading. How much I'm not getting or how much I am losing. I mean, what is the point of me?
It has an effect on our overall interest rates for various reasons. So, like, the more uncomfortable it is for others to hold our debt, our interest rates or just about everything will go up gradually or even suddenly, because Japan actually pulled that number on us during the summer. So, like, as a threat to Trump and spike their interest rates.
And then, like you were saying, the rates right before this year when Iran kicked off, rates started going down.
So, all kinds of interest rates will go up and impact spending.
This fiscal year, which the U.S. doesn't. January 1 to December 31. It starts October. So we're off. I worked with a company that had that fiscal year. That shit used to get on my nerves. It was annoying. But anyway, so I'm reading this. The U.S. has spent $1.17 trillion more than it has collected, according to the federal government, with the annual deficit projected to grow to nearly $2 trillion in the coming months. So his ass is already overspending. And what has this been? 6 months maybe? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So we're 7 months into the fiscal year. No, you can actually set your fiscal year at anything that you want, but that's their fiscal year. So anywho, it's just, and then doesn't he keep asking money, and then like nobody budgeted for this war last year or whatever, whenever they do the budget, so he just keeps asking for more and more and more and more money. I don't like this printing money, Bullish. I don't think that's gonna save us. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think they care, which is why I'm bringing it up, because this with Social Security, like, we need to be concerned, y'all. It's if we have a nation of the middle class is already overtaxed and overworked and overburdened. What happens historically when you overtax the middle class? That's when you have fucking revolution and people get out in the street and pulling politicians out of their houses. I'm just saying.
Why do you think he wants the ballroom so damn bad? He won't be able to go anywhere soon.
There you go. I really think he want to go put his ass down there like some sort of secret base.
I do agree with that because look at what the hell happens. Every goddamn revolution started when you overtax the shit out of the middle class. And I'm part of the middle class. We're tired. Hell, they better do something. Shit.
I almost wish there were some Trump supporters around so we could just be like, and to this, and to that, and to this too. Because they act as if they're immune to the fuck up, excuse my language, of what's going to happen. As if their children and their children's children most likely won't be paying for all this. Or the fact that they don't, what are the American people actually getting out of this? I'm not sure how I'm sure so many of you guys are incensed of listening to that man, if you want to call him that, say we don't have money for those things. Those things being the American people. Like literally saying he doesn't have the money for that kind of stuff. Like that is crazy to say. And yet you still have people like Kaz and then like talk about them over here, talk about them, anyone can pay them since we're talking about them. But you still have these people die harding writing for him. And it's like, how do you account for that or address that? And they never do. They always run out of the room when these conversations are being had. They never actually give a tangible excuse as to why, other than say, well, we'll see. Or, why are you being so negative? Something stupid like that. And it's not reality. Because just as you said, the reality here, then those are the numbers. That's a cold fact. Who do they think is taking care of that if the rich aren't taking care of that? And he's not paying, Trump's not paying for any of it, or his family. And if anything, they'll just escape the country. If it gets really bad, they'll just leave. They'll probably just go move to Israel. Or somewhere else friendly. Maybe even Russia. But they're not going to stay, they don't have to stick around. And they don't have to deal with the ramifications of this presidency. But the rest of the Americans do. And just why I'm just like, I really hate when these Trumpsters run out in the room after getting the feces hurt or feeling they vomited on the stage enough and now they need to go before they actually learn something.
No, I agree, Marlene. I think that this is like a fascinating, where we are now. Because you literally have people that are more upset at wealth taxes and what's going on in California and New York and say they're running out the millionaires and the billionaires. But it's like, you're not even a thousandaire. Why the hell do you care what happens to Jeff Bezos and his money? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand is proclivity the right word, y'all? The proclivities of the foolish American constituency to vote in a vote against their own interests. I have never understood that. I have always voted my dollar, for the most part. But then after I got to be a certain age, I realized that I just can't vote for my dollar because. So if you know what I'm saying, if society is not provision for them, then they're going to come for my dollar. They're not going to come for Oprah Winfrey. They're going to come for me. So why would I not want an economic environment or agenda that doesn't at least try to benefit every American? And we know that this works. Why Democrats tend to have better economies. The GDP is higher, right? This is not my opinion. Their GDP is higher, their job growth is better, and their unemployment is lower. So it's like we don't so bullish. This is for you with this both party stuff. No, it's not both parties. Like Republicans screw up the economy, and then the Democrats have to come in and fix it. And then by the time that they fix it and get it to where it's sustainable, stupid ass Americans forget that it was the damn Republicans that effed it up in the first place. I'm just tired of this. That's all. Like, god damn.
Yeah, we literally were talking and saying the same thing about that just the other night. That's how it always working with the American electorate, like every single time. Understand why? Because we're all seeing this real time too. Because I don't get why people can't remember that, but instead it's just like this reactionary thing. I can't believe that people are that plugged out that they keep doing this same mistake every time. It's really kind of shocking to observe how American politics work, that every single time that they'll put in a Republican Party who has all this power, they fuck up everything, they screw over everyone, except for the rich. Then the people decide, oh my gosh, I really am hurting. Let me put the Democrats back. It takes Democrats, the usual amount, because, you can't just immediately just change the direction of a big ship. But by the back done, everyone's back to blames Democrats for really, they put back the Republicans, wondering exactly why that they're back to zero. And then they blame both parties. And they'll say both parties are the same. I can't imagine living it. From the border, from the safe side of the border, safer side of the border, and to watch you guys go through every single election cycle is crazy to me. And not to mention the amount of money that is spent on just becoming a president. And people keep saying, oh, we don't have money for this, we don't have money for that. But you guys do have the money. It's just that for some reason, prioritizing people doesn't seem to be a priority.
And you still have people in the chat that are saying both parties are the same. They're not the same, and I wish we were seeing that. Look at the state of red states. Marlene, this drives me insane as someone who is a data and a numbers person. I still don't see how we can literally just say Democrats have better economies in this country. That should be the full stop period. Like, that should be it. Democrats have better economies. We should all be able to agree on the numbers, should we not? Like, that to me is something we can all solve for X. Isn't 2 + 4, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican? In fact, like I said, and I'm going to call out bullish in the chat, saying that both parties are the same, that's literally perpetuating the stereotype that Republicans actually do anything for poor people, and they don't. I was a Republican. They don't. They never have. They don't even do anything in red states. The red states are among the poorest in the country. What is the 4th largest GDP in the world? It's California, liberal as hell. Can we stop with this foolishness that both parties are the same? Both parties are the same. Both parties are not the same.
I
never the same.
I never said they were the same, though.
You did. You said they're both responsible for this problem.
But for what we're specifically talking about, yes, they're both responsible for the debt problem that we're sitting at. That doesn't mean that they're the same.
Donald Trump literally contributed to the debt when he was in 2016 because of the TCJA and because of the things that he claimed chicken with China, like with soybeans.
But Biden also played chicken with China. You don't remember that big? He made a big press conference and basically told the other Asian countries that, look, we getting tired of dealing with China and we will deal with y'all. Basically, what he said.
Like, Biden literally had to continue whatever Trump did. But listen to what I'm saying.
No, he did it.
Yes, he did.
Mickey, no, he did it.
No, because China was done with us.
No,
China was literally. Yes, they were.
No.
Yes, they were. Donald Trump, do you not realize that China just now, Trump just started having a conversation with Xi getting those soybeans back? Like, China literally moved on to other countries during Biden's administration. Like, China was literally like, I'm tired of y'all ass. Donald Trump called China, said that they tried to kill the entire world, and you think that the Chinese, one of the proudest groups of people to ever exist in history, we're just going to take that shit sitting down? Are you serious? Do you not know that just 1 second, do you not know that during Trump's administration that we literally removed Chinese companies from the market? Like, you don't remember how much Trump went in on the Chinese when he was in office? He called them everything but a demon and a child of God.
You do know.
You understand China have nuclear weapons also.
Who let you goofy ass back on stage?
I did not do it.
You do know that.
Same thing.
You do know Biden's CHIP Act was the main component behind Biden's CHIP Act was for us to delever away from China. Like, I just want you to go, maybe because it was some time ago, so just go back and do that research.
It's not China, it's Taiwan.
Right, but I don't. Thank you, Arthur. So,
Hold on, wait. Let me finish my assertion. Because Taiwan, right?
They get a lot of different components to fabricate those chips through China. There was a whole bottleneck in the semiconductor industry because of these two conglomerates. So yes, we do have ties with Taiwan, but they also have components that they get from China, right? Which is why we basically told TSM that they have to come to America and set up factories in America so we can delever ourselves from being so internationally intertwined in that way, right? It's not like that not saying that we wanted to stop doing business that way. We just knew that we had to delever how much we were leveraged on that side.
Bullish. The materials to make the chips, do we have them here in this country?
Do we have the materials here in this country? I mean, what does that have to do with the question that what we're talking about?
You literally just said that Taiwan gets the chips from China. So my question to you is, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
what did you say?
I said China. I said Taiwan gets some of its components for its chips from China. That's exactly what I said.
Okay, so my question to you is, do we have the materials to create those components that we would need here in this country?
Some of the components, yes. Some of the components, yes. Majority of the components, yes. That's why we have a factory here.
What percentage?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that number off the top of my head.
Okay, so the dependency on this material to create the chips, if they're not here in this country, where are we going to get them from?
The dependency to create these chips, if not here in this country, where are we going to get it from, or where are they going to get it from?
If we bring the chips here, manufacturing here in this country, right? Because you say we need to get off China, right?
I didn't say that. They said that. That's what President Biden said, right? And also Trump. Both sides said that. So it's not me. That's them. I'm telling you this is what's said.
Yes, but a president saying that we need to invest in chips in this country is not the same as attacking China, which I put in the chat. The U.S. began mandatory divestment of specific Chinese stocks in 2021. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all even knew that this happened. In 2021, following a November 2020 executive order by your president at the time, Donald J. Trump, Executive Order 13959 prohibited Americans from investing in companies identified as, and I quote, communist Chinese military companies. They were telecom companies because Trump is a crackhead and tried to play chicken with Xi.
Okay.
Biden
are you going to be fair and look at what Biden did? Are you going to be fair and look at what Biden did? Biden did to the Chinese during his administration, Nikki?
I already know what Biden did to the Chinese during his administration.
Okay, so why are you making it seem like I'm not telling the truth here?
Because is there something that Biden did that caused China not to buy U.S. goods and services, yes or no?
Yes. What?
What? Because I'm literally giving you this information because I remember it.
But you're also not giving the other part.
No, I literally just asked you, then tell us what did Biden do to cause the Chinese not to buy goods and services?
I just told you what Biden did. But
that did not cause I literally gave you an example.
You're not letting me finish. That's number one.
I listed two things. I said the soybeans, and I said that Trump called them communist Chinese military companies and delisted their stocks.
And I just told you that the whole reason for the CHIPS Act was to delever from China. Do you not remember when President Biden stepped up on that podium and looked at those he went to the Pacific Asian Congress and told those people after having a brutal conversation with China that went south, he told them that we will bring we will give you guys our manufacturing. If China doesn't want to play ball, we will play ball with. And you see what we built China into. You can pull this up. You can.
But if he said, you literally said it. He said, if China doesn't want to play ball,
So
did the United States take away the ball?
Wait.
Trump took away the ball. That's literally my point.
No, you're not. You're being. I just told you that the CHIPS Act was built on moving away from Chinese production.
That's not a problem in itself. What is wrong with the United States?
That's still. Hold on. Wait. That's a smack in the face to China. That's how China. You cannot look at it like that, Nikki. That's fine.
That's not a smack in the face in the China.
But that's not how the Chinese took it.
Okay, I know how the Chinese. Okay,
that's not how the Chinese took it,
sir. Do you understand what I'm saying? You literally had a president, Donald Trump. Everything was fine. Okay, everything was fine. Donald Trump, at the beginning of COVID,
I don't want to be the one that's fighting for Trump.
But you are fighting for Trump, and I'm wondering why.
I'm fighting for.
You can't even let me finish.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay, I asked you what did you do.
I just told you. I just told you.
Okay, so do we Trump continue to do once he got in office this administration? Because I'm literally still on 2016. Because I can add more. No, it's not a different conversation.
No, it is, because we're talking. That's why I said
specifically about what we're talking about. I said the debt got to a certain amount because of what Donald specifically did in 2016, referencing China as one example.
And I'm telling you, it wasn't just Trump. Trump definitely had something to do with it. It was with both parties. It was both parties. That's what I'm telling you. It wasn't. I'm not denying that it was Trump. I'm telling you that, to be fair, both parties had something to do with all that.
So how did Biden add to the deficit in a way that he shouldn't have, or that was harmful?
Oh, look. I'm not the bearer of that's above my pay grade. All I can tell you is that they both added to it.
Well, then how can you say to it if you don't know how Biden added to it? Because I can literally tell you how did.
But that's. I don't want to be the one to do that, bro. To be honest, because it's gonna make it.
What? Like what? I mean, what? I kept up with what Biden did, and you're right. The Democrats are usually like grandpa, like daddy's credit card. But this is still the point of the matter. The Democrats have better economies. You can Google this. This is an irrefutable fact.
But I'm not disagreeing with that. I didn't disagree with that. We were talking about the deficit and why it was there. That's the only reason I'm.
Then how did Biden contribute to the deficit? Because I can tell you how Trump did. I've literally outlined how with the soybeans that Trump literally took away dollars that the Chinese would have bought goods and services. And then we played chicken with China, and China said, kiss my ass. We had to bail out the farmers. Does everybody remember that? Because it was actually the black farmers didn't even get their dollars. The black farmers didn't even get their dollars until the Biden administration. If you really want to go there.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying that it was both parties contributed to the debt.
Can you give me an example of how the administration contributed to the debt?
The same way that. So are you saying they didn't? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying they didn't?
I said that the way that Biden
I'm asking you. Are you saying they did?
I know how to articulate myself quite well when it comes to the economy, not just the market. I mean, you keep laughing. I'm having a serious conversation. The Biden administration actually contributed less overall to because this has already been debated before.
Now we're talking about less overall. The point is they contributed. That's
you did not let me know the statement that I said is that Donald Trump literally contributed to deficit in a manner that did not benefit like he overspent on purpose just for no reason. That's what I'm saying. This is not me that's saying this. This has already been debated. A lot of people think this is actually why he lost in 2020 is because of how he effed up the economy in 2016, because we can all agree he inherited a robust economy.
Unemployment had already started going down. Stock market already started going up. Jobs growth already started going up. All of that he literally inherited from Barack Obama. Both times. This year, 2024, Donald Trump inherited a robust economy, and now what do we have? Jobs growth? What? Can somebody tell me about jobs growth? Flat, isn't it? Wasn't it flat last year, y'all? Like, what are we talking about? Come on, bro. You're tripping.
I'm not sure, but you're trying to move the goalposts.
I'm not moving the goalposts. We're talking about economic data.
No. Can I tell you how you're moving the goalposts?
No, can you give me how Biden overly contributed to the deficit?
What do you mean? Your whole thing is that you're telling. My point is, like, and this is what I'm telling you, you're moving the goalposts. You're choosing to do this, and I don't know if you're bored tonight, and me and you just having fun. But my whole assertion is that both parties added to the deficit. Whether you want to slice it about who was worse or more or better, I leave that to you guys. You guys are more politically astute to do that. For me, I just know both parties added to the deficit. And there was the last person to actually address the deficit problem, Clinton. That's all my point.
I don't understand. What does it mean whenever they want to engage with me in debate? It's always like I'm having fun or it's midnight. Like, bro, that's it. I talk numbers and I talk data and I talk legislation. So, like I said, I will put in the chat because we know this, right? And thank y'all for letting us have the back and forth. But we know this. Trump's numbers were horrible in comparison to Biden, and Biden is literally the one we had all the quantitative easing and the federal dollars going out and the damn PPP loans and EIDL and everything else and all the corporate dollars because of COVID. They did what they needed to do to stimulate the economy. Trump was literally spending shit. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act removed all of those corporate tax dollars from the income, and he did not have a way to make that also overly contributed to the damn deficit reason. And I will stand 10 toes. Biden with the CHIPS Act is not a bad thing by saying we need to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. Incentivizing that is not going to piss the Chinese off. Because you see that Apple, Tim Cook literally during COVID, because remember, China shut all their shit down. Does everybody remember that? Like, China shut all that shit down. And then you also have the young people in China that are literally getting pissed off after COVID because they were like, look, we're not going to be working in these factories for $5 an hour like our grandfather did. You can kiss our ass. So we already know that a lot of manufacturing is being offloaded from China anyway, regardless of the U.S., just like Tim Cook brought his happy ass over there to open up the damn Apple store. Don't play with me, bullish. Anyway.
Hey, I got a question for you. I got a quick question for you. If I say tax free, I would give you like $10 million. Which one would you take?
Mickey, would I say that?
The question. If I say I'm gonna give you $10,000 tax free, I'm gonna give you $10 million tax free. Which one you take?
That's what. Can we get to the point? Like,
I'm just asking. It just goes to what you. This goes exactly to what you're talking about. Which one would you take?
How does this analogy go to?
Just which one would you take?
Answer it for me, bro.
No, you. Which one would I can't answer for you? Which one would you take?
You can decide which.
No, I can't decide for you. I can't.
I am slow in the head and I can't make decisions.
I can't decide for you. I can't. I'm not gonna do that for you.
Well,
you gotta make your own decisions, bro.
Well, hey man, I got financial advice, so I really don't have to make my own decisions. I really talk to people before I make decisions.
I'm just asking to take money. That's it. Which one would you choose?
I don't know, bro.
Okay.
I don't know. I would like for you to, but if I were to choose one of them, I would like for you to know like what was part of it if I would have chosen one.
No, you don't know that until you actually make the choice.
Okay. Well, Mickey, I'm not playing with you, sis. Come on, man. You know, come on, sis.
She's on the phone.
Oh, I didn't see that. My bad. Mickey, you know I love her like cooked food.
get the numbers.
It's not gonna help him. It's not gonna help him reform.
And it's funny.
Help me with what?
You don't want to parse. You don't want to parse the difference. You just want to say it's all the same.
Parse the difference. And we were talking. If you want to get into the, then I leave that to you. You guys are the politically astute people. I just look at.
I just gave you an example. You want to do it that had nothing to do with politically astute.
Yes. You're gonna ask, bro. That's a redundant question.
It is not a redundant question.
It is a redundant question because my 2-year-old son that doesn't know what $1 is going to tell you the highest amount. You get what I'm saying? So you having that, you do.
So you're able to actually do. So bullish. So here's the thing. You're actually able to discern the. Wait, hold on. Listen.
Can I speak to Mickey for a second? Can I speak?
You're willing to discern the difference in that situation, right? So why are you not willing to discern that difference in this situation that we're actually talking about?
Because the statement is that the deficit is where it is